Okay, what up ladies and gents, your favorite Asian robot right here, and today I have something a little different for y'all because I'm completely out of catalyst. So, since I have nothing else to do, I'm just gonna kill bosses today, after I clear my invasion, of course. So that's the plan. If anyone needs bosses done, well, you know where to find me. Okay. Hey CG, how's it going? I'm doing well. Can't really complain. But I have no catalyst, so... Or rather, I'm so low on catalyst, I'm just gonna wait. So, since I'm gonna wait, I may as well just, go help people kill bosses, I suppose. The latest tweet from them, let's see. I haven't checked what they've sent today, so... Why not? Let's see what's in my feed. Oh, there'll be a cinematic replay. Okay, okay. Okay. We shall see, we shall see. Seems interesting to me. I guess we'll only know tomorrow for sure, my friend. But based on the tweet that they've put out, I think the patch notes tomorrow will be an important one to refer to. So yeah, that one's gonna be very interesting to me at least. I am looking forward to seeing that. I'm more interested in the buffs to Kyle, Izumo, and Freyna. Now, Freyna especially is gonna be one that's gonna be important because of the ultimate Freyna that's coming, you know, later on. So this is gonna be, to me at least, this is gonna be a major one. Okay. And yes, of course, the solo option should be kept for invasions, but because I don't want to be forced to, you know, carry people through it. So I hope that they'll allow that. Okay, we've got a few things to do before I can begin bossing. I mean, I certainly would not be doing any of that in public for sure. But the cinematic replay feature, I really want to see all that. Okay, anyway. Let's do some testing. Lol. People are weak. It is kind of weird that there are 2 instances of damage, which is understandable. Okay. So what happens if we double jump? Why is it 3 then? So they are right. It does create a weird bounce angle. I do not understand it, but I can certainly say it is strange to me, at least. But it has to be a release that's like that. I see. So that's the way to get it. Okay. Noted. I'm very happy about that. Like, genuinely, that was one of the things that I was looking forward to. So I'm pretty pleased. 1 second. Now that I understand better. Okay, cool. At least now I know. Well, that is roughly what I intended. This is not what I intended. Okay. Got it. All right. Coolio. Good. Now I understand what to do. It's very odd, but I mean, hey, maybe it'll work out. But I'm actually really excited for this hotfix as well. Now I've got more stuff that I can experiment with, more stuff that I can work on. That's cool. I still need catalyst, but at least it's cool. Maybe I'll make Kyle, you know, if the buffs are significant enough to warrant a try. Alright. We have invasions to do today, but before we go and clear invasions, I need to level. So I am going to grab my stiff and go leveling. Nothing cool yet, Brandon. Okay, off I go. Hey, how's it going? Good. Lol. I'll wait and see the outfit. I'll only grab them if they're spicy. I'm not wasting more money. So unless they are the spiciest outfits ever, I will have words.
여기는 내 생체 실험장 제트란 임무를 시작하십시오.
I suppose it's not that easy to do. Hey Jonathan, doing well? I'll spend it all when I get enough donations to spend it all, Haza, not right now. I usually have no such problems in games. The only time I will is if it's spicy enough. If it's spicy enough, I'll say okay, but if it's not, you know. Because I know for a fact that there's no point in grabbing an outfit I'm not going to wear. So I'll wait and see. This is the Peacemaker, it's not even upgraded yet. I've only got the basics in it. I mean, an energy activator, but no catalyst yet. I have no catalyst to invest in it, so. Oh, nice, Jonathan. Health is good. I'm using it mostly for the effect. That's all. Most of the damage that you're seeing is coming from Valby's skills after they are souped up by. Lol. There we go. Those damn barrels. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to be careful doing that. It's probably only something I would do at the boss. I'm trying it in a few different situations, but still. That's what I heard, but we'll see. I am very excited to see what'll happen. And especially if they're doing the skill rework early, you know, we're gonna get a pretty interesting chance to see everything. So I'm hoping that they'll make Freyna solid, but I can't really test the changes. However, I'm gonna at least, you know, see what those changes are tomorrow and get a nice feel. Lol, my orb just went out. Okay, cool. Well, there goes my little water orb. You just see it bounce off into the oblivion abyss. I was like, Well, there goes my orb. Tum tum tum. Definitely, Bunny is the most efficient farmer, so there's nothing that beats it. But, you know, it's nice to take a break with other characters, so I do agree. And yeah, I'm looking forward to producing the video tomorrow, Axome. It's going to be a good one for sure. One of the major things that I'm going to do is that tomorrow, as soon as the patch notes are out, you know, you can expect me to have that video out as well. So it's going to be a good time. Tomorrow will be a full day of TFD, you know. I'll host a poll in the morning talking about who's hyped for the new patch. And yeah. I love this way more than I should. I'm gonna coat the entire area in water. Okay, now do a little bit of this. There we go. Not bad. Can't complain. Back to town. We'll do it again. They tease it on Twitter, Petro. Good job, Axome. I told you, everybody gets shot focus. The daily missions being removed? Yes, because the daily missions are finished. But either way, I was only relying on the daily missions to provide more Descendant stuff, so I'm pretty relaxed on it. Like, them disappearing is okay. All these XP boosts, I'm sure they'll be useful. Especially if I have to raise up Kyle after this. You know, I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with that. In fact, I have to tell a friend of mine. If you still have no luck, it is because you are a heretic. Only heretics have no luck with shot focus. But all of my people, true warriors, have all got shot focus. Hello, the one. How's it going? Going good, Michael. Can't really complain. Later, I'm gonna be doing bosses, so if anyone needs bosses, you know where to find me. I will focus, of course, on those that I have never helped before or things like that, but yeah. We'll do that a little later, once my Valby is fully leveled. Not because I'm going to be using my Valby for Gluttony, I just want her fully leveled so I can clear my invasions. Of course, Jonathan. The blessings of the robot are always real.
여기는 넷. 생체 실험장 제트란 임무를 시작하십시오.
Yes, I think they will. Don't worry. Because if they go from one extreme to another, that's just gonna look silly. That's just gonna look very, very silly on them. And I'm sure they are not that silly. I mean, like I've already said, invasions are super easy. As long as you got a robot build, what's there to fear, you know? Listen, I leave the decision up to you guys. I wanted the extra damage, but I feel that if you want to use spray and pray, you can. There's no downside to using it, is what I would say. What? Oh, there's always translation errors. That's why they rely on folks like me to actually do the interpretation. And then finally present it to you guys. So don't worry. We'll figure it out tomorrow. What I'll say is don't sweat it too much. Everything's gonna be a-okay. As long as I'm here, everything is a-okay. The only time y'all should start panicking is when I ain't here no more. Then y'all can start panicking. Didn't know the enemies would just stop spawning if you went up there. Interesting. I just wanted to cover the whole area, but that's weird, to say the least. I'm gonna have to be careful of that because that is very strange. I thought they spawned all the way. Why did they all just disappear? I don't know. That's the first time that's ever happened. Now, you know what I like about this part of the level? It feels like Jet Li's the one. You know, this random pyramid on the top? Yep. Now this is what an invasion... Like, this would be the perfect arena for a horde mode. All enemies rushing you in the center, no real cover, and you just gotta fight to survive. Now, I tell you, that would be my jam. They need to introduce a horde mode ASAP, I tell you that much. There we go. They could have been friends of the AFK. You never know. Because I know that there are still websites that sell boosting services, so could be, you know, could be. Maybe they were all boosting services and like the guy was like, oh shit, they found out our trick and leave, you know? It does, but only once. The problem with Valby compared to Bunny is that Bunny can target the orbs. Valby can't. I feel like her DOT, although it's water on the ground, should hit the orbs as well. That'd make it a lot more fair. Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt, Jonathan. I have absolutely no doubt, my friend. Doubt is not even a thing in my mind. I am absolutely certain. But that's just how it is, my friend. My friend. Gonna spend one of my last catalysts on this Valby, level her back up to 40 again. Oh, listen, Biolab is 300% better. I also like the Asylum, but the Asylum can be problematic depending on who's in there. So I would say it really depends on you. Biolab is fine, and especially if you got a bunny, Biolab is fast, you know? But I do have to say that it really depends on you, what you end up choosing. For me, Like I said, Biolab is my choice, but it doesn't mean that it's the only choice, you know? I'm willing to try it. But it should not do that. Kind of like how the first ability's bounces aren't supposed to do what they're supposed to do. It's a very weird method of ticking, but hey. There's a lot of weird stuff. A ring bunny, huh? Interesting. Ah, yes. But if they're squishy, it's okay. You can carry them through. No problem, Navy Cap. I'm glad that I was able to grant you some luck. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I didn't really update the build, to be honest. My Sharon build is literally just a repost of what I already had, which is why it's so funny. Like everyone thought it was updated or that it's new. I told them all it wasn't, you know. There we go, now we're talking. Excuse me, good sir. Yeah, you are right. It is weird that that skill hits aerially, but then again, it's weird that this skill ticks like this as well, so who am I to disagree? Look at that. If you use that skill that way, it ticks so many times, it's hilarious. I still don't understand why they made it that way, but it is what it is, I don't care. Yeah. It's so strange. So strange. But I guess that's what they want. Okay. One more time, then I should be finished. After I hit level 40, before I catalyze one more time, I'm gonna clear my invasions, then get Valby to 40 one more time, and then after that, bosses. So remember, if anyone wants to murder bosses today, today will be the day. It's a bit of an extra day, but yes. This is what happens when you have no catalysts. Your catalysts are all emotionally traumatized. Oh, I tell you, Jonathan, people ignore everything. Like, I tell people, I made this build before, and they're like, you never posted it. I was like, start blinking. But I tell you, sometimes I think facts don't matter. People just believe whatever they want to believe, or they say whatever they want to say, you know? It's strange to me. It's crazy to me. I don't get it. But you know what? More power to them. Here's my thumb. I hope they enjoy it. Good luck. I just don't want to deal with that. I just do not want to deal with that. Hello, Saifuden.
생체 실험장 제트란 임무를 시작하십시오.
Welcome. Another ring bunny. I feel itchy. I mean, I've got nothing against ring bunnies, but it feels strange to see so many of them around here. Where are all my high voltage bunnies at? What happened to me high voltage bunnies? They've all gone a little bit off the edge out on there. Okay, let's roll. Roll! Roll! Must roll the pain away. See you later, CG. Yes, come back after your meetings. Oh, it's a Lepic, is he? I don't know why in my brain, I swear I thought he was Enzo, and I don't know why.
A new member has arrived.
Welcome, new member. Welcome, Amogus. I still wonder what causes that, you know? Because those enemies spawn, and then they just suddenly despawn. It's weird. Okay. I'll let them move me. These. Yes, Lepic, draw them all in. Do it. Become a legend. Good job, Lapu Lapu.
임무 종료. 수고하셨습니다. 계승.
The tick damage is nice. Okay, back. No worries, Navy Cop. Happy to repost. Depends, Saifuden. I think, like I said, it's related to how weirdly the enemies spawn, so... But most of the time, if you go for 250%, you should clear it. It's not that the boss hits too hard. There are a lot of situations I've realized where they calculate damage weirdly here. So, like for example, Valby's orb, right? I may as well teach you guys this. This is actually quite funny. It could be Yanmoy. It's not so much that anything related to poison is broken, it's just that there are some instances where tick damage is weird. I'll show you. Because I myself learned this today. It's so stupid, but as stupid as it is, it actually works. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Excuse me. Now. It's not just the enemy spawns that are strange. It's also the way they do damage. Let's spawn one little dude here. If I were to use my normal skill, alright. Notice how it bounces in this weird way. Whereas if I were to just use it like this, it bounces normally, right? So I'm getting two instances of damage because there were two puddles here, right? Ticking separately. But it gets wild. Now we'll wait for this to disappear. But it gets real wild if you are close somewhere around here and you look directly down. Because there are so many puddles on that same location, it counts each puddle separately. So you can basically tick a lot of damage on a target just doing something like this. Hilariously enough, do you see how many ticks of damage are on this thing? It's so weird. So I feel that like the enemy poison must be calculated in the same way, whereby if you're like on multiple puddles or whatever, you know, you end up just taking like lots of extra damage. So this to me is the reason for a lot of weird stuff, because while they don't stack DOTs separately, it's like every instance of the puddles count as damage, every instance of Blair's fire counts as damage. So rather than that, they should just make it so the DOT stacks up as a debuff on the target the longer the target is in the field. Like I feel it should work that way, but you know, whatever. So similarly, enemies will have the same mechanics for themselves as well. I have no doubt that enemies will also have those kinds of things going for them. So yeah, I expect. Do I want one for Valby? Let me think about it. No. Meh. The answer is yes. It's time. I still haven't gotten Freyna's one, but I'll get hers after Freyna drops. Okay, let's do it. I knew I was going to anyway, but let's do it. I'm pretty sure this is intentional. Like I said, it's the way they have it coded, so it makes sense to me. Like, I will say honestly, it makes sense to me. It's not great sense, but it does make sense to me. For Freyna, it doesn't work that way because Freyna only has one puddle and only one shot. So hers is different from Valby's. Valby's and Blair's, they can put down multiple instances of damage. So just take note of that. It won't work with Freyna because Freyna throws her single puddle. And it's one puddle, you know? Kind of like that. Because the DOT is not from the DOT that is on the target. The DOT is coming from the puddle of water on the ground. Same with Blair's fire. Works the same way. Probably won't work with Freyna. Unless you can get the cooldown so low that Freyna's just constantly tossing puddles, then possible you could like stack DOTs on DOTs on DOTs, but I don't know. Might be a bit difficult to achieve.
계승자, 적들이 벌거스 기술로 개조한 성각자 병기로 역배열 에너지를 방출하고 있어요. 그걸로 관문을 방어하고 있습니다. 병기 내부에는 아주 오래된 아르케가 포함되어 있어요. 바닥에 있는 구조물에서 아르케를 끌어와 방출하고 있던 거예요. 계승자, 내가 병기 내부에 저장된 아르케 형질을 표시할게요. 당신의 아르케로 에너지 연결을 차단할 수 있어요.
I think so too. Well, I mean, Devourer is the weakest boss in the game. They gotta give him something, right? So, at the very least, he's got a little bit of damage. But poor fella, I tell you. That guy gets bullied 24/7. You know, literally the weakest boss in the game. So I feel bad for him. Now you see me, now you don't. Victor, ça va fini? Bien espoir? Alright, let's go murder the boss. Come at me, bro! Where is he? Come on, Sigvor. Let's do this.
동일한 아르케 형질을 지닌 장치를 찾아야 해요. 그 장치 위에서 공격해야 역배열 에너지를 관통할 수 있어요.
Oh crap. I forgot I'm supposed to do this. I forgot this wasn't a normal boss. I forgot this wasn't a normal boss. I was gonna kill him with tick damage. Then I was like, wait a minute, this is an invasion. Whoops. Ah, my brain. I swear to God, my brain amuses me so much. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. Then wait a second, this is an invasion. But yes, I'm pretty sure that that is also why they are reworking Freyna. I feel like the DOT characters, like I said, I don't understand why they didn't just do this from the beginning. I tell you, if I was to design DOT characters, what I would do is that I would just make it so that DOT characters function on the basis of these stacks on the enemy, right? So your skill should put a stack on the enemy the longer they remain within your skill radius. That's just how it works, you know? And if it works that way, then, you know, all you gotta do is just make sure you stack up enough on the enemy and you're good to go. Nah, invasions are easy. All you gotta do is have an endgame build. Once you have an endgame build, invasions are nothing, you know? They are absolutely nothing. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead, yeah. All my friends are dead, yeah. That is not your swag, I saw you big heart. All these streamers wanna take my cadence. Rain on 'em, thunderstorm, rain on 'em. Go. Let's go. Man, Michael, sometimes y'all gotta pay attention to things I say. Because I know it gets mentioned at least once per stream. We always talk about Invasion Gold. So how you not realizing that, huh? Unless you just not listening to the things that I say? Shameful. Much like a cult leader, you must hover over every word I say. You must hang on to it. And consume it. If you didn't say it was hard, then why do you hate them? I mean, they take all of 2 minutes to do, so. Well, the thing is, Saifuda, nobody should mess up the puzzles. Not that easy. Not that easy. This is why I think the public, like, Invasion should have been public from the start. But at the same time, I tell you, it's not gonna solve a lot of the problems that people have in the first place. I'm gonna do them public, but only with friends. Like, I just cannot be bothered doing them in any other way. How come I don't have the arms drill? I mean, I know I have it, but why isn't it in my thing? Where's my schlap? I want the slap. Where's the new emote? Where's my rifle drill? Yeah, rifle drill. No need for the deep bow anymore. Exactly. They're trivial. That's the whole point. They are trivial. It's okay, Michael. I'm just ribbing you a bit. It is because they are trivial that I will never understand why people would hate them. It's just 3 minutes, done. Over we go. Now, some of the maps are annoying, I'll give you that, but for the most part, it's just so chill. So, I guess I just can't be bothered with them. I feel like they're just too chill, you know? Like some of like these ones, they're okay. Because these ones don't involve any like skill or things like that. It's just go smack a few things, go kill a few dudes, You know, not too bad.
연산장치로 보이는 구조물에 벌거스 인공두뇌가 가득
But some of them, because the maps are in reverse,
처리하고 있는 거예요.
oh, those ones are a pain.
계승자,
Trivial still,
연산장치에
but a
벌거스
pain.
인공두뇌를 계속 투입해요. 호화 상태로 만들면
The whole reverse map thing, that one I don't like. Now that's a statement I can understand, because a lot of people have already complained that they don't really want this kind of puzzle solving shenanigans. I mean, this is a looter shooter action type game. The very reason people disliked a lot of raids in Destiny was because of weird ass mechanics. So I don't know. I think they have learned this season that what people want is just give me enemies. We just want to kill. We're here to fight hordes upon hordes upon hordes. You know, that's what we're here to do. So give me enemies and just give me lots of them. All right, we're here for Dynasty Warriors, not Tomb Raider. So I think that the devs will learn and understand that, because I think that, you know, despite all the benefits of invasions, yeah, people aren't here for the random puzzles. People aren't here for that. You know, if I wanted random puzzles, I can go play Alice Madness Returns, which I'm actually playing for my girl during my downtime. She's loving the storyline, so am I. Like, you know, it's silly. It's silly. I see no reason to do the puzzles. You're right about that. Yeah, like, give me 10,000 Vulgas to fight. I'll fight them all. I'll show that I'm freaking Lubu or some shit like that, you know? I got that Diao Chan skin ready anytime, but, you know, I'm just annoyed that, like, they didn't consider that. Like, why not? It makes so much sense. This is a looter shooter, right? Well, I mean, we're hardly swapped with hordes. For me, I mean, the enemy count is too low as it is. We're hardly swamped. They all die. They all die if a breeze goes over them. So, yeah, I want more. What I want is more enemies. You know, give me more. Let me fight. Let me fight till the bitter end. You know. That's what I want. That's what I need. I need it. Do I have to do it one more time? Oh, I did. Okay. One more time. That's what I want, Yen. That's what I want right there. Take your time, Giant. And Fisher, you right. You still get good gold though. No. Secret Garden is overall better. I did the test and I feel that, like, because Viesa's ability is weak compared to a lot of other characters, if you like, and the only one she can really one-shot is Pyro, but if you want to deal good damage with her ability, you're gonna need Secret Garden, because that's the only way you can really ramp her up. Like, Blue Beetle's okay, but that's all it is, okay. It's not strong enough to change the entire game, whereas if you get lucky with the Secret Garden, you get lucky enough, you can trigger it pretty nicely. But because it's a chance based thing, unlike the Blue Beetle, which is always guaranteed, it feels less consistent. But when you do trigger it, it can create some good situations. But anyway, you know, I tell you, Yan, if they could throw me hordes of enemy Vulgus with re-engineered Vulgus Colossi in between, please, I want that. You know what would feel like a real invasion? While the enemies are preparing a weapon. Here's how I would have done invasions. You have a time limit. The enemies are preparing a weapon. Alright? If you can kill all the enemies fast enough, then their weapon is weaker. That's a gold run. Alright? So basically you have to kill enemies fast. And the enemy hordes are more intense each time. You know? So for example, if you want to get a gold timing, enemies will just spawn endlessly. Like there'll be bosses in between, and you gotta speed run your way through all of them in order to stop the enemy weapon. All right. Now, if you fail to do it within the first time bracket, what will happen is that the enemy weapon grows a bit stronger, but the enemy hordes grow weaker because less enemies can spawn to defend it. And then at the end, your reward is your final fight. The difficulty of the final fight is based on how, like, the timing that you got during the horde section. So for example, if you got a gold timing, then the final enemy weapon or whatever, or the final boss guarding the weapon, will be weaker. You know, and they could have done something like that. Like, I think that would have been a much more fun mechanic than puzzles. Because it's basically what we're here to do, kill enemies, and also that's what an invasion is. An invasion is a lot of enemies coming at you, right? Here we've got puzzle mechanics, which are just strange to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Ah, good. Season level up. Back to town. But anyway, it's all wishful thinking at this point. Still, I would have loved that. Okay, let's get rid of all this. The invasions for the day are done. Inversion reinforcer is done. My Bertel Pass. Okay, one page is finished. The other page is now all that's left. And I will finish it eventually. I hope they give me way more supply coins because it's so slow. So slow. Okay, now Valby 1 to 40 one last time, and we should be good to go. One last time, fam. One last time. What do you mean by not, they wanted to not do standstill mechanics in future? I'm not quite sure what you mean about that, because the only thing I would say about standing still is that they're trying to combat AFKs. People who use AFK programs, things like that. That's why they've added snipers, etc., so on and so forth. But when it comes to the mechanics of like whatever they want to introduce into the game, there could potentially be sections where you have to defend an area or so-called potentially stand still. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they mean the AFKs. But I think what Saifuden said earlier is that it kind of hits the nail on the head. The kill satisfaction in this game is relatively low. I say relatively because, you know, well, I can't say it's totally low. There is still good kill satisfaction here, but the problem is that it needs to be better than what it is now.
여기는 내 생체 실험장 제트란 임무를 시작하십시오.
Hello, Richie Rich. I'm not so sure about those because they wanted to remove that for infiltrations, yes, but I cannot say that they wanted to remove that for other stuff, because as far as I know, it was only for infiltrations that they wanted to change that up, and they did, of course. But for other things, I'm pretty sure they are still keeping those types of mechanics. At least as far as I'm aware. Like I said, I could be wrong. Perfect. No problem. This is why you got to follow not only the videos about patches. Now remember, there's a patch tomorrow. Okay, please make sure to look out for my patch notes video. Follow the patch notes videos. And of course, watch all the videos that I put out. I never put out anything useless. Although I did accidentally include today's video. Today's video is just not supposed to be in the playlist. I have to remove that later. It was just a loose gameplay test that I was doing. Although I did get some helpful advice thanks to that. But it should not be in the guide section. You know what's weird? It happened again. Right there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the enemies despawned when they shouldn't have. Like, again, I'm not quite sure why they would despawn, because there was literally no need for that to happen. Pretty much everyone wants a swarm mode, dude. Like, if you hear the conversations that we have on the regular, everyone talks about it. But not so much an endless horde mode. There should be stages to it. Of course, there should be an endless version. But the idea is to work it into the normal game, you know? Yeah, no, they just all despawn at a certain count. I don't know why. This time I didn't even move up to where we were normally at. I was hanging back there, but they still despawned. What would you recommend for someone's first gun character build? What do you mean? You want to know the Descendant or the gun? Because your question does not make sense, Richie Rich. There are many factors to that. Hey, Foxy. Doing well. Anyway, time for my favorite location. This one. Oh wait, I've got no mana. Lol. Legendary. Ah, there's mana. Whoops.
임무 종료하고 수고하셨습니다. 계승.
The Descendant, Richie Rich. Listen, Hailey. You want something strong? You go get yourself a Hailey. Hailey, Glay, Enzo. Valby's also okay. But yes, I would recommend Hailey. Enzo's okay, but I'll tell you this straight up. Glay and Hailey both outclass Enzo. I'm sorry to say that. Glay with the new Executor outclasses Enzo by a long mile. Hailey outclasses pretty much everybody already. So nothing much you can do with that one.
New subscriber detected.
What's a good gold farm for someone fresh to endgame? The first thing you should worry about is getting your ultimate bunny. Don't worry about the gold. The gold will come as you farm for ultimate bunny. Then, once you have your ultimate bunny, go to the bunny road. That, to me, is still one of the best places. That, and you can also go to block kyber mining in sterile lands. But focus on getting your ultimate bunny first. Because block kyber mining is a lot more boring when you don't have an ultimate bunny. You can, but I stand by my statement. It's only because he has one. The best way for him is with Enduring Legacy. So I feel a bit more limited than with the others. There's nothing wrong with Enzo, it's just that I find him more limited than the others. Hailey and Glay, in my opinion, are still superior. Because my biggest issue is that firearm enhancer lasts only until you reload the gun, which limits his choices a lot. Sure, I could use Greg's or whatever, but then I have to toss the enhancer out every single time I use a mag, and I'm just like, that's not for me. Because that way it is best with something like Enduring Legacy that has a big mag, you know? So, it's not that he's more support for the team, FYI. He can dish out a lot of damage. Like, especially with Firearm Enhancer, yes. But I find that it's only good with the bigger magazine guns. So, in a twisted way, you could run bigger mags and do well. But I still find that overall, I'd rather not do that. So for me at least, I feel that I would be limited or pigeonholing myself. Whereas with other characters, I don't. Lol, Haza, don't worry. I will out DPS your Enzo instantly. $210 max size, fake DPS. Fake DPS, bro. I don't feel any of the characters are OP or broken. Rather, I think that they should be more broken, you know? I feel that Enzo's Firearm Enhancer, they should just turn it into something that's a duration-based buff. It'll be a lot better. If they did a duration-based buff, I'd be quite satisfied. Like, I would legit have no trouble with it at all. That's my only issue. That it's not a duration-based buff.
임무 종료 확인. 수고하셨습니다. 계승자.
Well, Below Black, you're only new to hard mode, so shredding as Freyna, sure, it only works up until hard mode. Once you actually get into content like this, you will pretty much suffer a lot. That's why Freyna is so weak that they have to buff her. To be honest, she cannot compete with any of the other characters. Like, she can be okay, but unfortunately, that's all she can be, even okay, because Valby, thanks to the way that her stupid bubble works, can pretty much crush Freyna's DPS in an instant. So yeah. For the Glaze farming build, just turn off Frenzy. If there's not enough to siphon, just turn off Frenzy, dude. You'll take less damage and you can wait until a health orb drops. But if you're farming with Glay, D-Russ, it is your responsibility to maintain your health. That's why, like, you need to understand when to pull in and when to not pull in, because I don't trigger my skills unless I am very confident that I can trigger at least twice without even reaching a low health threshold. So if you're going to play Glay, right? And look, there's no shame in this because it's actually quite difficult for a lot of people. You have to be very, very clear on how to manage your HP, like, down to the wire. Even I mess up sometimes, but you have to literally be perfect on, okay, do I trigger now or do I not trigger now? You know, because you're also taking damage from enemy attacks. So you have to be very, very cautious, like literally down to the wire on that. And if you're the type that just presses the button without thinking, you won't be able to play it. You have to constantly be looking at your hit points and say, okay, can I trigger my attack? Can I trigger my attack? When do I switch? You need to be very careful. My rule of thumb is that I must be able to trigger 2 attacks without dying before I have enough hit points. If I don't have enough, swap straight away, heal to full first. Glay the slow turtle. Glay is an abusive turtle because she does insane amounts of damage. But she does require very good management. Like, you have to literally manage her hit points down to the wire, because screw up once and you're dead. So she's neither slow nor sluggish. She is actually quite fast. In fact, she, Viessa, and Bunny are the only 3 with movement speed increases. You know that Glay can actually run as fast as Bunny, right? So she's not slow at all, but she does require good management. That, I think, is the main issue with Glay. You have to know exactly how to measure, how to handle her stuff. Yes, indeed, Melanie. I can demonstrate after this, to be honest. If you guys would like, I can showcase right after this. I'll go do a brain farm, but like I mentioned, the biggest thing to remember with Glay is just you have to have the knowledge of when to trigger, when not to trigger. Glay is just literally management. That's all he is. I'll try and explain in the next round, because a lot of people have asked me, how do you play Glay? I'm like, just look at the bar. But I get it. I'll try and go through it slowly, see if it might help. Bunny is hardly for blameless people. I wouldn't say that at all. Bunny has her own specialities, because quite frankly, it's very easy to see good bunny players versus bad bunny players. Good bunny players can output insane amounts of mob DPS if done correctly. Of course, you do see the lazy bunnies occasionally that just run around without thinking, but they're not maximizing, and that annoys me as well. Because things that I could do in 5 seconds, they take 10 seconds to do. Yeah, fair. The OG alt skins? I don't know. We'll see. That amused me, actually. Yeah, nothing wrong with enjoying your own build. Look, I'll say it straight, Bilo. Like, you can enjoy your builds, you can enjoy whatever. At the end of the day, if you're... All I'll say is that if you're fresh into hard mode, what I'm here to do is give you the most efficient pathway. You can actually do whatever you please, and you know, there's no need to follow what I tell you to do. But at the end of the day, you know, it all comes down to, do you want to be efficient, or do you just want to have fun and do whatever? If you want to have fun and do whatever, there's nothing wrong with that. It'll be fine, but just take note that you will have a slower journey than some others, because obviously you are not using the ultimate, most efficient kind of, you know, build dealio, whatever. But there, again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes. My builds are indeed efficient. But 96 million damage. That's a little strange. Devourer doesn't have that much hit points. So if you got 96 mil, it means that your team was either really horrifying to the point that they did nearly no damage, in which case I'm really sorry to hear that, or something went wrong, because Devourer should die pretty fast. I can check his hit point count after this. Well, after I show people the Glay thing, but should not be 96 mil. Oh, that one's a bit odd. The farming build has nothing wrong with it. It's just useful in general. Why I like the farming build so much is that it's just a nice little general build. Works well. Doesn't require any special focus. You just use it, then don't think too hard about it, you know? Hi! This guy. Look at him, what a nerd. Cha-ba-ba-ba-ba. Have some super bouncy balls. Oh, damn. My bouncy ball. Oh, well. Yes, super bounce. Love it. See, if I use the super bounce, I can get so many ticks of damage on him, just because every puddle counts as a separate tick. It's weird. But, oh well. Oh, my mods are full. I missed out on a red mod. No! Sad. Oh well. I genuinely don't care. Because I have all the mods in the game. So I guess that's a sign I gotta go back and... clear. You know, Petro, the other day you mentioned that your build was doing 200k damage or whatever. I told you that's great, but one thing you gotta remember is my DOT damage is already at 200k per tick. So just be aware that you're gonna need more damage than that. And no, at this point in my journey, I legit don't care, because like I said, I have everything, so I just delete as I go. And of course, I will do it manually, like a real man. True warriors delete manually. Heathens delete them using the shift button. Remember this grave injustice. Look at all those red mods. I'm gonna sacrifice them all. No. Manual only. Manual is the way. I'm so manual, they call me Emmanuel. Besides, where else am I gonna practice my clicking, you know? My reflexes are too slow now for StarCraft, so... this is the only way. True warriors delete manual on a gamepad. Lol. Now that's a whole nother level of awesome. Okay, let's see if I can get that last Luna mod that I still don't have yet. Come on. Truly deadly cuisine, huh? Okay, I guess that's good enough for now. I think 2 more quick runs to the biolab should settle me. Actually, in the spirit of time, I'm probably just gonna do 1 more. Then I'll go show y'all Glay. Now, I gotta take off my hoodie. It's getting a bit hot. Whoa, is it just me? Julio. Oh, there are actually humans. Interesting. Hailey's voice sounds very interesting in Korean. Dig it. Yeah, the double jump comment panned out. Depends, Melanie. Like if I don't need the material, then I don't bother. But like for example, if I don't need the infiltration material, then I don't bother. But if I do, it's always better. Or if I'm target farming something, it's always better. The only time I don't use a Sharon for outposts is when there are multiple drops that drop the thing I want, but they're all non-infiltration type drops. So like let's say multiple outposts do it, then that's when I'll go around and around and around, because it's much faster that way. It's a question of efficiency. But yeah, that's the only time I would do that. Otherwise, I always use Sharon because there's just no point in wasting time, you know? That's my thoughts on it. Hope that helps. Did the thing again! I'll still never understand what causes it. I mean, it is what it is, but still. Right now though, ladies and gents, the only thing I'm concerned about is why is this bunny slower than me? I'm like, huh? If they're using a robot build, this should be over. I am confused. Very deeply confused. Everything else dropped down the hole, so that's a shame. That is the right way to do things. They should not make the enemies fade out. Like, we should get to kill them all. Like, that's what I want. Feels so weirdly unfair to have them fade out of existence. It's like, bring it on, man. Bring it on. I'm ready, you know? Oh yeah, did you see how many bounces I got on that one? Oof. But basically, each puddle is acting as a separate instance of damage, Grim Reaper. So that's why that comment worked out. Because basically, if I toss it down here, the bubble is splashing at a very high angle. So it will just constantly bounce and cause multiple puddles to exist. When it does that, it just means that I'm hitting multiple times over the same period, which is great. Okay. Alpha Dad, for Molten, you need an ultimate Glay. Ultimate Glay with rocket launcher is basically your solution to Molten Fortress. Okay, Glay demonstration now. Not for Molten Fortress, but later on if you want to fight Molten Fortress, I'll fight with you. I don't mind. Just give me 1 second to show y'all. So sanctification build right here. We're gonna add an HP collector because this just makes it a lot easier. And now we're gonna put on the pacemaker. The peacemaker, obviously, I'm just joking. But we'll have a scout rifle here, that'll do. Okay, now where is my dimension skill power boost? This one's with the Python mounting. Did I not have one? Weird, but okay. Anyway, I'll put on this one because this one makes a lot more sense. The rest of this is fine. I mean, I guess I could use Slayer set if I really, really wanted to, but I don't think there's any need to. Like, that's if I'm despo for damage. I could, but yeah, nah, never mind. I've got my pacemaker, so this will do. Okie day, okie day. I agree, Metal Gear. I agree. Okay, so let's go demonstrate. So when you're using sanctification for murdering all your opponents or whatnot, the basic idea behind all of this, well, if you don't want to use HP collector, actually, I guess I should probably show you without HP collector. You can use dangerous ambush, a whole bunch of other stuff, but dangerous ambush doesn't fit with multi-talented. Which is the one? I can't remember which one you can use with it that's also a Xantic slot. There was one. It's not walk a tightrope, I know that for sure. I mean, you could, but I don't think so. There was one that I was using. Is it technique manual? I think it actually was. No, okay, that cannot be equipped on. No, none of these can be equipped on together with that. I feel like I'm missing something. I swear I was using that before. There is something that can pair with multi-talented, at least as far as I know. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I could be imagining it. From time to time I do that. Yeah, because even walk a tightrope couldn't be paired on. Okay, HP collector it is. Alright, let's go. So I'll just demonstrate in Fortress Outskirts. Oops, sorry. In White Knight Gulch, Fortress Outskirts. Yeah, it was great, Gro. I didn't actually realize that each of her puddles was a separate instance of damage. I mean, I did kind of know from each of her 3 skills, but the fact that you could change the angle of the bounce was really, really good. Because the number of puddles that you can put underneath the enemy is a lot, so thank you for that. That was really nice. It does increase her DPS. It's still not at the level that I want it to be, but I gotta admit, it's a lot better than it was before. So, and now I'm just showcasing how I use my Glay. Now, one thing which I will say is that there is a little trick where if you get in and out of frenzy mode fast enough, you can get both the healing and the damage at the same time, but I choose not to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the more natural way. Basically, when I kill a target, I'll usually make sure that I can guarantee the kill. Alright, and of course trigger multi-talented as well. And I'll look at my HP. I'm not actually looking at the targets or whatnot because, you know, none of that's relevant. The only thing that matters is her hit point count. So keep a close eye on her hit point count and just keep with that. Alright? Focus on that and nothing else. Okay. Make sure you're also having the cooldowns, right, from your multi-talented. Now, I know that every single cast drains a certain amount of my hit points. Now, I know I cannot cast again, so what I'll do is at this point, I'll draw my hit points in. Now, unfortunately, I messed up there. I should have waited for multi-talented to come back on, but that's okay. We can wait 5 seconds. Alright, so in between, I'll just be dodging around like that. Nice and simple. And I just repeat that over and over. I pick up health drops if I need to. But the whole idea is that with using your massive range, just crush their hearts and souls. And always watch your hit point bar. That's all you got to take into account, your hit point bar. And of course, if you have the Peacemaker, you can dish out a lot of extra damage, so don't hesitate. I'm using her right now with the Peacemaker held in my hand. And it's pretty good. That. Okay, as you can see, my hit point count is still high, so I'm not even worrying about it. So I stay in Frenzy and I just keep crushing. But if my hit point count starts to get low, aha, that's when things will change. Now, I have to also update her Sanctification build for you guys because the one that I made before was in the preseason. I will update it a little later in the season, so please do look forward to that, i.e. next week. Because this week I want to get Hailey's done, but I don't think I can get Hailey's done tomorrow because tomorrow I'll have to cover patch notes. I will do Hailey's build right after that, though, the sniper build. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just literally looking at her hit points and carrying on. I see enemies, they die. Slight enemies, dead. Yep. Yeah. Once you get to the stage where I'm at, you won't even look at your multi-talented cooldown because you have enough hit points to last. If you're worrying about the multi-talented cooldown, you're still in the newer stages of using Glaze. So in that case, focus on the cooldowns. But you'll get, once you get your cooldown timings down pat, the rest is just natural, you know? You gotta be looking at HP first, cooldown secondary. I usually just glance over, do I have multi-talented or not? No, then I'll know I can't trigger Frenzy, you see? I've got to focus on casting first. Cast. Then cast. Okay, got interrupted, but that's alright. Cast again. Ah, dangerous situation. So now, focus on drawing in hit points. Get a drop. Multi-talented cooldown is up. Cast again. See? So this is how I would do it, normally. There we go. So I hope that was a nice little example of how we would normally do things. Alright. That is done. Now, let me shift back over to Le Sniper. The Snipper of Dreams. Now, did anybody need bosses killed? I believe somebody mentioned a molten. Ah, but you don't have Glay yet, do you? Well, if anyone needs any other bosses killed, please let me know. Because I'm just gonna go in and start butchering stuff for fun. Now let's go into a public intercept with my sniper Hailey. With my Hailey. And if anyone wants to join me for bossing, please do. All I'm doing is gonna kill these bosses because I just want polar components. I'm not even opening Amorphous. I'm just gonna farm polar components, maybe some annihilation components, maybe some Slayer set. I'll see. Michael, for gluttony, right? I wouldn't mind, but you have to be the Valby. Or you have to pray that Hazza has the time to be a Valby for you. Because I don't Valby. For gluttony, I am the DPS. I refuse the Valby role. So I leave that to whoever needs the run must be the Valby to take on gluttony. I'll kill it for you, but I won't Valby. You only have a Glay? No can do. No, 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 no. Tyler, for the Sanctification build, yeah. Then I can't help you, Michael. The DPS role belongs to the champ. Everyone else, the Valby. But yeah, the loss in damage from maximized range is okay. I tested it out. For Sanctification, for fast farming, it's better to have the range. Yes, indeed. Just doing some final testing. Want to make sure it's perfect, you know? One-shotted. Woo, and this is in a group. Nice. Granted, the others did their job too. And I can respect that. Now, let's do it again. I just wanted to roll a purple reactor today. And see if my purple reactor can keep up. It may or may not. Now to wait for the next match. Woke up this morning from the strangest dream. I was in the biggest story that the world has ever seen. We were marching as one on the road to the Holy Grail. All right, let's go. I blame Lepic for that one. I couldn't see.
실드 재충전이 필요하다. 잔유 실드는 0%. 실드 재충전이 필요하다.
Good boy.
계속 가자. 조정 중.
What was my damage count? 48 mil, not bad. Glay and an Enzo. Interesting.
완수한다.
I dig that. Also, this time I'm not gonna screw up.
극한으로.
Here we go.
실드 전략성.
Nice. Viesa, not today. Not only do I need to work on her components, but there's a lot more to do. So sorry, Hailey's my focus. And besides, compared to... Like, Viesa looks cool in solo runs. But, I'll be real with you. She is not very good in team runs because her damage, like I said, it's not as high as Hailey's. Hailey's is far, far better. So because Hailey's damage is so high, it can be pretty difficult to compete. Like, a lot of other characters cannot compete right now because Hailey is the champ. Maybe another day I will, but for today, definitely no. Enzo, a normal epic, and ultimate bunny. Okay, cool.
1 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 판별.
Ah, crud. Her movement pattern's weird. There we go. Stop for a minute. Wow, they couldn't even DPS her down. Okay. That's gonna be a problem.
자녀 실드 0%. 실드 전량 소비.
Now this is where you'll see damage become higher, because the longer a fight takes, the more damage you are literally force the output. So on this one, I think you'll see my damage ramp up quite nicely. And of course, she is in frenzy again. Oh dear. I screwed up there. I thought I could at least clear the tube, but that's fine. Yes, pick me up, human. Good work, human creature.
저 멀쩡합니다.
Go over there.
보십시오.
Okay, one down. Other tube down.
자녀 실드 0%.
There we go. Of course crit rate works on Greg's, dude. Have you seen my build for it? You might want to check out my build, buddy. 70 million on that one. That's only because of how much I had to deal to the minions as well. So, yeah, if there are a lot of minion kills, you end up with a much higher overall DPS count at the end. So the longer a fight goes, the higher your DPS count is likely to be. It is more or less a patch. Hotfix, rather. I guess we can call it a hotfix. Yeah, same person. But there's a Hailey this time, so this should go a lot better.
극한으로.
Ah, crud, I can't see. Darn. That was an irritation. Didn't get all my shots off. we go. Much easier with another Hailey. Got an unlucky pattern at the start, but it does happen sometimes. I hate that vision is obscured by those objects. I'm like, ugh. My video covers that though, so watch the full video, dude. I've also timestamped everything in the video for you, including option rolls, all that kind of stuff. So make sure that you check that out and watch the full video. Do not just skip through. A lot of people watch these videos, but they skip through and they don't get the full picture, which happens a lot. So make sure you don't skip through. If you watch it thoroughly, you will definitely understand, but please make sure you watch it thoroughly. That is the one thing that I hope everybody will do, because that way it's a lot easier to communicate the information that I want to share. Okay, carrying on then. Okay, 2 bunnies and a Hailey. Let's see how this one goes. Yep. Today is all about bullying Dead Bride.
꽤 싫을 거야.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Damn. That was unfortunate. I completely forgot about how I end up, I completely forgot about how she moves back whenever that happens. That wasn't a very cash money move for me. Got it. Should have just saved my big boomer skill. DJ Killer? No. If you want to know how to grind Hailey, I have check my video on her drop rates. It basically also explains the grind methodology. You need to first know her drop rate and then know which are the best ones to run. So it will take you some time, but she's absolutely worth it, of course. My drop rate video explains pretty much everything you need to know, so enjoy. But she's a lot easier now because Invasions drop 5 of her pieces, so assuming you're Invasion ready, which you should be, before working on Hailey, you'll have an easy time. Well, easy enough time, I should say. I'm gonna take a brave stance this time. Now I can accept it if I straight up just missed, but pretty sure I didn't. So not quite sure why I didn't get full crits on her. That was oddly strange. I'm not working on Enzo right now because Enzo is basically a gun build character, so I am going to shift Enzo a little bit further back. I want to work on some other characters first because Enzo is basically a gun build and he's cool, but I don't really want another gun character because I've already got two. Hailey and Glay are more than enough for me right now, so I'm going to work on Enzo probably a little later. That and I've got no catalysts. So I'm trying to finish some other stuff first. In fact, today, that's the whole reason I'm doing this, because I have no catalysts left. So even if I want to work on levels and stuff, there's nothing I can work on. I has no levels! I mean, I have no catalysts, so. Sure, Parampa. I'll bless you. 21 million is very low damage for Hailey. Like, her overall damage is a lot higher. But again, like I said, depends on the person and what they're intending to achieve.
꽤 싫을 거야. 충전이 필요하다. 숨어도 소용없어.
I don't know why I keep trying that. I know it never works, but I still keep trying anyway. For anyone that's curious, the reason why I say it never works is because the way Hailey's stuff operates, you... Ooh, there we go. Like, she takes a while to set up, but then after that she'll fire. So in that time, Dead Bride usually goes into frenzy. And she's immune during the start wind-up animation. So yeah, pretty bad. No problem. I just need to wait a couple of days and I should have enough catalysts. For me, I've got the blueprints. I just need to wait because I can only craft 2 per day. So yeah, roundabout, you'll see about 40 million damage roughly. And this is with another Hailey in the mix. So this is around what you can expect for a fast enough kill. Very little minion damage as well. Unfortunately, in that one, I missed 2 of my shots. Because realistically, it's all about aiming. Trying to aim perfectly. Because I have to sit at a particular location that would be not too far and not too close. Because I need to hit her with the... this thing. And also not screw up the shots here. There we go. Much better. Much better. This time I only missed one shot. So I count it as a miss if I don't hit the exact spot, because you need to do that in order to achieve the best possible damage. One second, I want to check something. Do a little testing. Wow, all of those were so bad. And every single one of these components are bad. Damn it. They don't have any of the rolls we need. Shame. Hey, Swekim. Sure, Petro.
거신에 대한 정보가 궁금하십니까?
And why is the world finished, Rena? Explain. Explain the finishing of the world.
차분하게, 침착하게.
Oh, fair enough. Sports is something I don't follow, so... Wow, the damage is horrifyingly bad. That's just terrifyingly bad. Yep, nope. That is a no-no. Without that big first multiplier, I can see why it's so poor. I mean, yes, I also blame the damage of the other people, because holy cow, that's rough, but... This ain't it, pal. This ain't it. Terrifying. Terrifyingly bad. Okay, this change is not happening. Huh, 58 million. Yeah, no, that was no good. That was no good at all. And damn, that other Hailey. Bruh, if you're not gonna deal damage, bruh, why are you playing Hailey? Bruh. It's not like you can even level her up in there. I tell you, so many people lie to people like, oh, Hailey's damage can still be good. I'm like, yeah, nah. You try it in a team fight, and you'll see the difference between a robot build and a no-bot build. Okay, fixed it again.
거신에 대한 정보가 궁금하십니까?
Ah, it's Kim Snow again. Damn it, Kim Snow. Really? Him and his little crew of nerds. Ugh. Is he trying to take my sniper spot too? Huh? This little nerd? Lord. Still, we did slightly better that round, so credit where credit's due. He learned how to snipe. His damage should be a bit higher, but it's okay, I guess. Maybe he's building up. Still, if we have two good sniper Haileys just blasting at the same time, oh, it feels so good. Just go in there and I tell you, that's the stuff, man. That's the stuff. All you need is just two good sniper Haileys and world ends. Well, 3 would be even better. Because all of them go at the same time. It's so good. 3 bunnies, ow! Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright, time to carry him. Why is he making him move so far? I mean, I wish him good luck, but... Have to get out of there. Okay, hard mode activated. Let's go. Oh, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a sunken whaler? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Way up she rises early in the morning. Nothing else to do but to sing a shanty, right? I mean, it's not like this is a hard fight. I mean, technically it is hard mode because, you know, you're carrying all of them, but it's okay. You know, there's always new players. More than happy to put in a little work. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. I've gotten 3 bunnies up on the wall. Nah, it doesn't really fit the tune. 99 bottles of rum on the wall. 99 bottles of rum. Most players should not mind because, quite frankly, if you can't carry other people or you get irritated at that, the community will not grow. So, realistically speaking, if you want to know whether your build works, you better be able to carry your whoever comes up to you across that finish line. Drag their carcass if you have to, but you get them across that damn finish line. I mean, depends on the bunny. Some of them do, yes. Everyone becomes OP eventually. I mean, there are builds that focus on spamming, but me, I don't do that. Mine is just press and relax. Press and relax. You know, nothing special or fantastic or dangerous. 1 second, I gotta put even more Riz into this cannon. Okay, I have maximized every possible means of increasing my damage. I cannot stuff any more in here. I mean, I technically could, but I don't really want to. This is as good as it's gonna get. Theoretically, there's so much temptation right here. I should check tomorrow, but I'll have to wait till I get more catalysts. Sorry about the slowness. I was just thinking about stuff. I was thinking out loud, you know? See you later, DJ Killer.
준비는 다 되셨습니까?
Have fun, Mr. DJ Khaled. I'm getting so cold. I ain't went this hard since I was 18. Apologize if I say anything I don't mean. What's up with your best friend? We could all have some fun, believe me. What's up with these new streamers? Why they all think it comes so easy? Get it while you here, boy. Cause all that hype don't feel the same next year, boy. Alright, come on. Let's go fight some Devour for a bit. Hey, Diz. What up? Be gone. Yeah, 12 mil. Not bad. Mastery is based on how many descendants and weapons you level up. I focus on catalyzing, not leveling up fresh descendants. You can get level 26 mastery but not be at my level. It's really easy. Just raise every single descendant to level 40 and raise every single weapon to level 40. But for me, I have no desire or reason to do that. And sorry, what living zombie? Most streamers are not naturally good. Did you know that if you got 5 viewers on Twitch, you're in the top 5%? How sad is that? So yeah, no, most streamers are not naturally good at games. Most are actually terrible at games and give terrible advice. Don't follow them. Because I tell you, you follow them, you're gonna end up dead. Well, not dead in real life, but you're gonna end up dead in terms of your gameplay. There are a few that are good, but they usually rise to the top anyway. So I wouldn't say that a lot of streamers are naturally good, because I met a lot of them and they are, whew, some of them are pretty insanely bad. Fire FX, anything past mastery rank 20 is just for additional inventory capacity, as you can see. Now, will they add more? Of course they will. I have no doubt that once, because we can't even reach mastery rank 30, the highest you can reach is 26. After the new weapons and everything comes out in Ultimate Freyna, 27 should be possible. But even then, you know, it'll take a while before you get to mastery rank 30. Then after 30, maybe there'll be more benefits, you know? But we'll see. Like, it's just, mastery is just for inventory space, really. Probably living zombie. Is the First Descendant worth it to play? Up to you, Brian. Do you like grindy looter shooter games? If you do not like grind, this is probably the wrong game for you. If you enjoy grind, then this is absolutely the right game for you. So you have to think about, do I enjoy grinding? Do you enjoy grinding? Do you enjoy just going in and, you know, giving people the monster mash or something like that? If you do, then absolutely, you know, this is the game for you. If you don't, you might want to consider something else. Say that much. I mean, do you have your ultimate bunny yet? Because if you don't have your ultimate bunny, you probably need that first. But ultimate Valby is also a fine choice. I mean, I do like Valby. There's nothing wrong with her. I'm glad I'm your number one. Just make sure you've also registered me as your favorite content creator, yeah? Counting on y'all. Because if you don't register me, I can't do much for you. Ooh. How you like that? 3 shots to Pyro, huh? Thanks for registering me. For anyone that has not yet registered me, you know what to do, alright? Here's my link. Make sure you hit that link. Register me as your content creator. Don't forget to like and share the stream as well. Well, then keep grinding for it, Disney. But if you want to max out Valby, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course it is. If you're not 3-shotting, are you really a gamer? Don't forget, all the previous fights I was doing with other people in there. Theoretically, if I'm alone, nothing's gonna survive. They're gonna die horribly. Because that's what I'm designed to do. All I need is a nice little angle. What is that line that Widowmaker says? Oh yeah. 1 shot, 1 kill. Wait for your target and then once they kneel, finish them. That's because you're not grinding while watching the stream. Gluttony Valby build? Nay. Maybe in future, but not right now because I do not like the role at all. I don't like the role. I don't want the role. I leave the role to my other friends who are much more awesome than me. I trust my friends to do things. No. You see, Living Zombie, that's the thing people don't understand about the stream luck. When you're grinding, you just turn on an old stream, you put it at the lowest possible volume, and you shall be blessed by the RNG gods. It worked for Jonathan.
New subscriber detected.
Unfortunately, no, I'm not, Craig. I am the type of player, I mean, solo top, mid. I have never been the type to play support. So, I leave it to my more awesome friends who are much nicer than I am. No, I know what you mean, Craig. But yeah, I've never been a support player. I mean, I'm not a support person either, you know what I mean? Like, I don't play support. It'll be released on my channel soon, Crypt. There's still a few kinks I have to work out. But the only kinks I have to work out are... I have one mod in question that I'm not 100% on, but I'm going to get my friends to level me tomorrow morning, which will be really easy to do. Because I just need to catalyze her one more time. One more time. Valby in black though. Oh my god, I need to do that. I need to get black paint on now. Nope, we painted up. I mean, pink was cool, but no, I need that black now. I don't disagree with maining tank, but I tell you one thing, I am so annoyed that tanks are not stronger in this game right now. Like, that irritates my bones. Where's that? Real matte black? I think this one is the better one. You know what? I'll buy both. The only time I've ever spent on colors is on freaking Valby. Like, this is legitimately the only time I've ever bothered spending on colors. That does look pretty cool. And with her natural hair, yeah. Makeup wise, or just none at all. Yeah, okay, better. DJ Sammy, I've never done that before either, but you know, if they wanna talk smack, then that's up to them. But like I said, I don't care what people say about me. If people want to talk nonsense about me, that's on them. I don't care. Like I said, people are people. You know, there's a lot of people out there who are very jealous, but I've never stolen content from anyone. I've never, you know, taken content from anybody. Everything that I do, I test out on stream first. Then when I'm ready, I release my build to everybody. So if people want to talk smack, it's probably somebody that came here, had bad behavior, got banned. And so if they see anybody using a good build, I mean, you know, the fact that they can recognize my build is just sad. Yeah, people going people, I don't care, you know. It's most likely a hater who already knows. They're like, oh my god, this is the build that's so good for block hyper mining, so it must be an RAR build. Yeah. Like I said, don't worry about those people, DJ Sammy. If they bother you, just leave. I mean, they can cite whatever creators they want, but at the end of the day, you know, there's no need to worry about these types of people or... Exactly. So if you are dominating the battlefield when you're using my build, what makes you think that... What makes these people angry? And why are they saying other creators' names? Because, number one, they want to start a war. Because I always tell my fans and my viewers, don't ever mention other creators and don't talk smack about them because it doesn't matter. We're all creators here. And, well, no, I do not work with any other creators, Ui. Unfortunately, the reason why I do the whole screen hidey thing, like this, is because a lot of creators actually steal my work. It's the opposite way around. So what I do is I hide my screen so that people don't see the changes that I'm making or the things that I'm testing. And that's basically how it goes. I don't worry, you know, about that kind of thing. But unfortunately, other creators do, because, look, like I said, I don't want to talk smack about other people, but there's a lot of people out there who don't like to see people succeed. And I think that it's a shame. I think that it's genuinely a shame, because at the end of the day, we're all creators. Like any professional creator will tell you, we're all creators here. I may not work with other creators. This is mostly because I don't... Look, again, I'm a professional. I don't do anything that I'm not paid to do. So if I'm not paid, I will not do it. Plain and simple, you know. I have no reason to do any kind of work that I have not been personally hired for or things like that. So yeah, I rarely, if ever, work with anybody because there's no reason for me to do so in any way, shape, or form. Some people might think that I should, but I just say nope, I don't need to. I just do my own thing and have my own style. And for me, that's okay. Oh, she does look good. I really shouldn't get into the paint system, but I'm getting into the paint system a little bit. Drag me down, pull me out. Painted.
New super chat received.
Thanks, Uwe. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the super chat. Well, of course, DJ Sammy, like I said, if these people talk about other name creators, it's not helping those name creators. It's to their shame. Like you said, I would never expect my people to go and say RAR is the best, you know, only RAR, all the other guys stole from him. That's not how this industry works. You know, if you want to be good in this industry, then you can't go mouth off about other people. That's why I have never mentioned another creator by name. And if I have to mention another creator by name, it needs to be in context. For example, I'll give you guys an example, and this is the only time I'll ever name another creator. I actually learned about Viessa from Moxie's build, and when I eventually do release the Viessa bossing build, I have to give credit, because I only learned about the duration ticks because of that guy. You know, it was actually a viewer that brought his video to my attention, and I was thinking to myself that, you know, everything that I did was exactly the same except for a couple of minor things, but realistically speaking, now that I know and understand this, I have to give credit. So if I were to use somebody else's work, I would give credit. But if I determine everything on my own and through my own testing, then I don't need to give credit because it's my own work. You understand? So from that perspective, you know, I have never given any credit to anyone because I have never taken anything from anyone. And therefore, in all of my videos, there is literally no need for me to mention anybody. I just did my own thing. Rena. Well, I appreciate the sentiment. At the end of the day, you know, but yeah, I think that I am happy enough with the community that I have built up and the rules that I had. A lot of people, I guess they're also angry because they don't like the rules that I have. Because if you guys notice, I'm very strict. I have certain do's and don'ts on my channel that other streamers don't have because probably they don't care, or maybe they're less professional. I don't know. That's up to them. It's up to them whether, you know, how they feel or what they want. But for me personally, I've got a lot of rules because, again, as a professional, I would never ever, you know, cross certain boundaries or cross certain lines. They can trademark their builds all they want. It doesn't work that way. This industry, you cannot say, I came up with this build before anybody else, or they came up with this build first, therefore they own it. It doesn't work that way. We've all got the same modules. So because we've all got the same modules, anybody can come up with a build. It could be some guy that has only 2 subscribers and he could come up with a build before anyone, but maybe nobody will notice because he's only got 2 subscribers. So it's impossible to trademark anything like that. So I wouldn't worry about it. Like I said, it's just people mouthing off. People's streams are getting demonetized and the streamers look back over the streams, they don't see anything wrong. Only maybe the half-naked bodies at the start of their streams, just a heads up. Nah. I have cleared this with YouTube already. As for Hailey and all that, like all these outfits are completely allowed on YouTube. Alright, the only thing that you cannot show is a real person's nudity. So people's streams getting demonetized is because, have you seen those music channels where the lady plays guitar or piano like half naked? Like that one, no go. Because obviously that is sexual content. It is clearly intended to be sexual. But this game, you know, it's just a character on the screen. Now, if people want to be lewd about that, that's on them. But as long as you're not portraying the character in an ultra lewd manner, if you're just painting up your character, there is nothing wrong with this. Why? Because Stellar Blade has been on the internet for ages. Nobody's getting demonetized for Stellar Blade. Oh, listen. I am always honest, Craig, and I never would be dishonest with any of you guys. I mean, think about it this way, Living Zombie. I have already shown my Hailey's gun build, so let me shift over to the gun build. I'll just show you. I'll just show y'all for a second, okay? Here's my gun build. Of course I do. I'm not a YouTube partner for, you know, for no reason. Like I said, I know this game. I actually am one of the fastest growers because I've gotten my channel here without buying views, without buying subs, and I've gotten to this point in 3 years and I make enough money to sustain myself. It's not easy to do that. I don't have to pay an editor. I don't have to do a lot of other shenanigans that other people have to do. Okay, this is the Hailey gun build that I've shown you guys before. You guys should already be familiar with it. You guys already know it. Basically, what do you do on a gun build? Number one, you want to increase your damage as much as possible. So if necessary, you put on cooldowns. Funny enough, this is exactly the same as what you'll see on Glaze gun build. Why? Because you're basically, it's all about cooldowns here, right? So all of this is all cooldown. Okay, so that much is pretty much clear to anybody. It's all about cooldowns. Now, if you don't want focus on dimension, fun fact, you can actually, you could try and chuck multi-talented in there, but I forgot it doesn't work with walk a tightrope, so you'd have to take that out. But I thought about that initially as well, but I decided not to. Anyway, where's my focus on dimension? So let's put that back. So these are the same mods you're going to use. Oh, shot focus. Guess what? Everyone uses shot focus. Surprise, surprise that it's in a gun build. HP collector if you want to. Walk tightrope if you want to. You can also switch this over for conditional recharge, which guess what? I mentioned it in my video. Again, incredible. So it's all the same. So tell me, who's gonna own a build like that when everybody has the same mods? Like literally everybody and their grandmother has these mods. Let's take a look at the Glay gun build, you know? I don't think there is right now, Haza. But if anyone does need boss help, please raise your hand. Like, while we go through this, it's all fun. It's all fun in games anyway. Okay, take a look at my Glay gun build. Now, things are a little bit ordered a little bit differently, but let's actually go through the modules one by one. Oh, look, it's shot focus, increase HP, stim accelerant, which, you know, on the other one I had HP amplification, nimble fingers, MP conversion. Now, this one is based on duration, so obviously we have skill extension and maximize duration in place of some of the other stuff. Focus on singular, which is the same as focus on dimension. Ta-da! Ta-da! Gun build is the same. Now, the only thing is that I put HP collector instead of walk tightrope. Why would I do that? Because walk tightrope is awesome on Glay, but sometimes you sap too much HP and you're dead. And oh look, maximize conservation. Go ahead, Haza. If you're having fun with Lepic, if you're killing bosses and you want some company, you let me know. I'm killing bosses anyway after this, but basically, this is literally how you make a gun build. It's like the same stuff. Like, I don't know what anyone would want to put on that's different. It's like, okay, you can if you want to, but nobody's really screaming their heads off saying, oh, I must put this on. Oh, I must put that on. It's like, I mean, do whatever you want, I guess, but it's no real need. So, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like, there's genuinely no right or wrong answer. Okay, Lepic turned into a farmer. Fair enough, fair enough. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there you go. I mean, that's literally how this whole thing works, you know? You can choose to do it in whatever way you want, but the end result is always the same. The end result is what it is. Also, on the other topic of channels getting demonetized, last I remembered, some of the channels that were getting demonetized were all those VTubers as well. Look, VTubers are made with a sexual intention. I mean, how many times have you seen a VTuber with their virtual titaloons hanging out? You ever looked at them in real life? They would look nothing like that, most of them anyway. So, yeah, no. Unfortunately, YouTube is taking a stance against that because what YouTube wants to promote is content that more of an audience can watch and not a select few. So that's why channels have been getting demonetized. So just be careful if you run one of those channels. It's better to be informative. I mean, look, sure, I might get more viewership if I had big titties, but at the end of the day, I'm a man and I'm just here to present knowledge to you guys, so I don't really need that. I do have a Freyna build, but it's old and it's not updated. I'm only going to work on Freyna once the Ultimate Freyna comes out. So I would say wait for that. Nothing wrong with believing in efficiency and effectiveness, you know? That's my whole motto. Being efficient and effective is the key to this because you don't want to be wasting time. Okay, back to work. Don't need that anymore. Show us my pecs. On a scale of 1 to I would, if I was anything better than Flubber, I would. But you'll have to wait for summer for that. I only do shirtless streams in the summer because it's way too hot. Right now it's still relatively cold, so forgive me, but I don't intend to freeze myself. Not for now, okay? I'm only just getting over the cough. All right, I still got music to work on, so I'd rather not do that. Gotta adjust my camera a little bit though. Give me a sec. Okay, good. Centered again. I hate it when I'm off center by a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna get some water and then I'm gonna go murder some more bosses. If anyone needs boss kills, say something. Molten Fortress life? Yeah, sure we can. Give me your game name. Do you have a glay? Because if you don't have a glay, then we will need to make some adjustments. Hey Haza, do you want to kill Molten Fortress with life over there? Okay. I'll summon you. No, don't worry then. I'll play the glay. If you don't have the glay build, it's okay. I'll do it. I can do it. Not a problem. I will change this for the vestigial organ. Drag me down, pull me out. It's suffocating me, and I feel like I'm losing it all. Yeah, sure. Wait, is it Molten Fortress or is it a different one? Because you said the second hard boss, is that Dead Bride or Molten Fortress? Let me know clearly which one you guys need to kill, and we can kill it, no problem. Let me know if it's this guy or this guy. Because this is the second hard boss. But if you mean the second hardest boss, then that's Molten Fortress. Oh, Dead Bride? Okay, no problem. Easy. If y'all need Dead Bride dead, that is a very easy one. There we go. I'll bring Hailey and just shoot my big gun. Hey, Valen? Trying to farm Ajax? Sure. We can help you do a few kills. I need to kill Dead Bride anyway. I should be able to do about 5 runs with you guys. Alright, let's go. Hey, no problem. Welcome to the best channel. Just make sure that you guys also register me as your creator, alright? I'm trying to get to 888 supporters. Could use your help. Hit that link and register. It's free anyway. Okay, let's go kick butt.
내 손에 달렸어. 꽤 싫을 거야.
Miss one. Good. Nice work. Unfortunately, I missed 2 shots, but there you go. Nice one.
단일 실드
Aww. I thought I'd get to do a big finish. Thanks.
저 멀쩡합니다. 이것 보십시오.
Okay, you guys go get your stuff. Then I'll restart the run. I can do 5 with y'all, and then I'll release you back into the wild. Yes, I died, Hazza, because I literally walked into the globe for fun. I wanted to kill it by going inside the globe. But I was like, you know what? I died. Why, you trying to judge me, bro? You trying to judge me, bro? No, Craig. Valby's buff is LOL red card. I knew you'd do that, Hazza. But no, Valby's buff is only to her. It does not affect other characters. Other characters standing in her water do not get the buff. I know, I just saw your red card, bro. How could you red card me like that, brother? I'm so wounded. That's how it is, Melanie. Except RNG. Oh, that is a perfect angle. Love it. Almost one phase. Oh, nice, one phase. Ha! I didn't miss any shots this time. No, I don't think anyone who stands in it gets the Valby buff. No idea who that is, but yeah, no, I definitely don't know who that is. Are you all shooting me, you nerds? Also, it's RAR, not RAB. I have no idea who Rab is. Wow, that was a fail of a jump. Sorry about that, fam. You guys have to wait a while before I can shoot. Oh my god, he went behind the thing. There you go, thank you. What the hell? I'm so sorry, I missed so many shots there. That was bad positioning on my part. Oh, nice. Thanks, you salvaged that one. I messed up my V first, and then I messed up my shots. Ugh. Very, very bad focus. Yeah. RealAsianRobot, RAR. That's why they call me the Win RAR. Oh, good. Like I said, normally I'm farming or putting stuff into a build, but I have no catalyst left, so all I can do is wait. Now I've got one catalyst. Tomorrow I gotta spend that on Hailey because I know how to test something with her, but that'll be tomorrow morning's problem. Oh, hush you, I would have still killed it in the second phase, even if I messed up. Consider it a series of unfortunate events. Ah, Miss Raven. Yes. Then I do know her. Your initial one said Miss Mai. I'm like, who is Miss Mai? But Miss Raven? Yes, absolutely. I know that person. Okay, she has moved way out of my range. That is no good.
표적으로 제격이야.
Damn. If you guys can, try not to approach Dead Bride. Wait for her to move toward us because that'll be a little easier. Because if you chase her right, she moves back. So you might want to avoid that a little bit. Might make it a bit faster. Because if she goes to the other side, right, she may move out of my ideal shot range. So try not to push her back. Just draw her in. Once you draw her in, no problem. Yeah, no worries. Just wait a little bit before you attack her, and she should stay relatively centered, which means that it's easier to shoot my shots. If you go too close, right, she'll immediately start backing up because Dead Bride is a really cowardly boss. So her mechanic is that she will straight, like, start running. Unlike other bosses will usually stand their ground or do their melee attack, but Dead Bride doesn't. Dead Bride is the only one with the pattern whereby she moves backward if you approach her. Yeah, so that's why I choose that particular location for my sniping, because that way she has to turn, like when I'm solo anyway, she has to turn and face me. So that usually causes her to walk toward me rather than away. You don't have to be there, but basically, like, just don't approach her yet and she should be alright. You can approach her after like a second after she spawns. I just need a moment to get my first shot in. Oh no. Oh no. The enhancer is in my way. LOL. That's pretty bad. I did not know that the enhancer could block my vision. That's hilarious. I mean, I love it, but that's hilarious. That's so funny. Okay, got it. Wow, Haz is the one who died this time? Lamau. What is this, Hazza? I thought I was the one messing up. Oh, nice, we got her. Alright, that was clean. I'll do one more run with y'all. Then I'll release y'all back out into the wild. Ugh, no new reactors. Oh my god, even the polar components I got were trash. Believe me, I feel like that too. Oh no, I'm not really testing anything, Aaron. Not today. Tomorrow morning, yes, but today I'm just chilling. I'm just helping people out because I have no catalyst. I cannot test anything, even if I want to. It's so expensive, you know, sometimes. That's the same thing I did the first time, Haz. I went in directly. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna destroy the tube. I died. I was like, this is not a good idea. But now that I know that the enhancer blocks my vision as well, I gotta choose my sniper spot better. I thought it was just their attacks that block it, but the enhancer also looks like a solid object on my screen. I was like, what the hell? That was not very wise. Nothing wrong with a good solid shield, eh? Missed one shot there.
실드 재충전이 필요하다. 잔유 실드 0%. 대장. 실드 재충전이 필요하다.
Boo.
실드 전량 소모. 실드 재충전이 필요하다. 실드 전량 소모. 목표 확보. 실드 재충전이 필요하다.
There we are. Okay. Nice work. No, not really due to the elemental resistance. It's that there's 4 people here. So GG's, that was fun. I'll wait till everybody's got their stuff. Then I'll head back to town. But yeah, the elemental resistance doesn't really matter. Okay, looks like everybody got their stuff. Back to town. But yeah, the elemental resistance does not matter at all in hard mode. I mean, it does matter a little bit, but realistically speaking, most of the time you don't have to be too concerned about it. That being said, Dead Bride just basically has a lot of shields, and also we are functioning in a full group. If we're not in a full group, then it's usually okay. Alright, I will let you guys go back into the wild. And of course, thank you for joining me. Now, if anyone else needs assistance, please let me know. If not, I will carry on bullying some other sad little creatures, i.e. now that Dead Bride doesn't want to give me anything, I'm just gonna go bully Devourer. No. I don't put any resistance in the components at all. I mostly use other stuff. Yes, because I already had the paints for Hailey. And I don't know, it just feels better if she's dressed in white. Drag me down, pull me out. It's suffocating me. I feel like I'm losing it all. Drag me down, pull me out.
꽤 시릴 거야.
Get kneecapped.
실드 재충전이 필요하다.
No, I mean they don't matter if you're gonna deal massive damage with skills. Sorry, I should clarify that. They matter if you're gonna talk about your gun damage. Because the increase in the gun damage is good. You basically want to hit them with their weakness because the increase in the gun damage is extremely good. But, and of course, there will be a decrease. There will still be a decrease for the gun damage. Don't forget that. because you're shooting multiple bullets that are dealing small damage each. So resistance matters for guns. But when you're talking about big skills, alright, big skills, it doesn't really matter as much. That's all I'm trying to say. Because for the big skills, you're aiming for like big hits anyway. So it's not like you can change the element of the skills. Therefore, the resistance should not matter in comparison to the effective damage you're going to deal. But if you want to see whether resistances matter or not, I mean, just think about how I fought, how I just literally fought, whoa, 2 shots. That was good. Remember how I fought the Pyromaniac and killed him in like 3 shots? That's exactly what it means to have resistances matter or not matter. That is exactly the whole premise of it, you know? No problem. Happy to clarify. I like to learn. Besides, the downside is that most builds, either way, they don't have enough room to fit in the goodies, so. My filters are properly set, but none of these want to be gold rolls. Yep, when you're doing big hits, you don't need to worry. It's when you're doing the little hits that you gotta start panicking. Two shots. And this is with a purple reactor, damn. Alright, feels good. But anyway, Petro, if you're giving me paint money, I'll accept it. But otherwise, don't worry about it too much. I'm all chud. Can't 4 seconds. Poor Devourer only has 14 million hit points when you're solo. It's so sad. Pyro is 3 hits, and this is with a purple reactor. Like I said, if I had a gold reactor, I could get 2 hits on Pyro. But I don't have a gold reactor with perfect stats. You need perfect stats. My purple reactor has perfect stats, but yeah. Oh crap, what did I do? Too busy celebrating. See, that's what happens. It's called hubris. Yeah, don't worry, you'll be fine. Once you fully catalyze, you're okay. I'm legit just trying my luck with some reactors, you know, but all of them are garbage. Trying my luck with components, but all of them are garbage. Like, oh my god, please. Please, something. Something. Anything at this point. Not sure why the reactor farms have all been so bad, but... yeah, once you get the full power Hailey, it feels good. I'll tell you that much. It takes time. Zero bullying me. It takes time. So there's no right or wrong answer. You know, you just keep going. By the way, I still have like 20 minutes left on stream. If anyone needs a boss, please summon. Wolfeye Elite, please wait for my video. My video will be out soon. Probably day after tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'll be doing the patch notes video instead. But yes, I don't publish my builds other than on YouTube, so to avoid content theft, because unfortunately a lot of creators right now are very, very upset about a lot of things, you know, and a lot of nonsense, I don't showcase my builds until they're ready. And then once they're ready, I release my build videos. Now, of course, you know, the same people that tried bullying poor DJ Sammy, they might say some shenanigans like, you know, oh, he's stealing, and then they'll try and publish their build like a day or 12 hours after mine or whatever. Most of them are sub to me anyway, but yeah. Because of all this stupidity and people misbehaving, I have to ask you guys to wait. For my React Alpha Dad? One of them is Attack on Colossus. The other one, you have to wait for the build video too, man. I don't want to disclose too much, my guy. But attack skill versus Colossus is always a standard role on a reactor for any bossing character. Because you need it. Yep. Yeah. All good, my friend, all good. Hailey can be quite the distraction, so I understand. All good. I understand. But I respect all of you that pick yourself up every day and go to work. That's the most important thing. Well, the other one is already published on my channel, Petro. So you should know the other one. Because if you don't, I'd be very worried about you. Oh, you mean the other role? Yeah. Nice work keeping it on redacted. Almost said reacted. LOL. I am using Piercing Light fully upgraded, yeah. You can use other stuff though. Like some people like to use Perforator or other weapons. I leave the build for Hailey is separated from the weapon build. I'll do the Piercing Light build right after the Hailey build, basically, so you guys have everything. Now, did you say you needed Molten Fortress, Wolfeye Elite? If you do, I can help you. I can do a Molten Fortress before I go. Are you online now? Very well, give me your in-game name, and I will invite you. Okay. Haza, do you want to come for Molten? If you want to. If you're deep in your farm, I won't disturb you. This time it is actually molten. Earlier I summoned Haza thinking that we were gonna do some molten, then turns out it's just dead bright. I mean, I don't mind, but... Almost a perfect reactor there too. Almost. But you know what? I'll keep it. Keep it and put an A symbol on it. Just as an extra. Exutora. I might actually be able to swing it a little bit. I gotta try that out. Actually, I might be able to swing it a bit. And yes, sure. Let's summon the Hazmat Man. I'll play the Glay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie day. Gotta always remember to bring this. I don't disagree with that. Okay, does anyone else in chat need Molten? If anyone else in chat needs Molten, then I can summon you now. Mr. Red Joni, you might need to be level 40 in future. Nah, we can still do it, but please don't die. Alright? If you want to kill bosses, make sure your character is at level 40. Sure I can, DJ Sammy. I will try my best to explain Molten's mechanics while we slay. You have my word. Alright, doesn't look like anyone else in chat needs it, so we'll have to survive with a rando. For Hailey? No. Hailey's the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is patch day, so I'll most likely be working on the patch notes video. Yeah, tomorrow's definitely going to be the patch notes video for sure. Yes, it is the turtle from hell. Hell's turtle. But still a fantastic fellow. Yeah, George. How's it hanging? Tomorrow's a TFD day, by the way. And they are buffing Kyle, although not your main, so... Don't forget to come back and farm if you want to. Okay, so explanation of Molten Fortress. No problem, Wolfeye. Welcome to the best channel. I say it with confidence, my guy. I say it with confidence. So with Molten Fortress, first and foremost, all you really want to do is start DPSing him as much as possible. Usually Haza gets on him as soon as he can. You want to try and take a knockdown if you can. Make the fella take a knee. Alright. Assuming fully buffed mental focus, you can actually dish out a lot of damage to him. Sometimes you can even one-phase him. It is rare, but you can do it, which is the best part. So if everyone dishes out enough damage, he dies. Alright. Now, the Glay, while this towers are ongoing, the Glay's job is very important. Glay has to use lethality and start blasting that. Okay? Walk as you blast. Walk as you blast. Okay, if you find your blaster a bit too high, that's okay. But basically, walk as you blast. And basically everybody else here is gonna connect the towers. So that is your role and their role. Now some are gonna escape and that's okay. But for the most part, you want to blast these while everybody else does the towers. Now for the towers, you just have to align them. Alright, the towers must all be aligned with one another. So usually I will align them by the right. What does aligning by the right mean? It means that all the towers face toward the right. Alright, so please be aware that's how we do it. Okay? And everybody must do it in time. If people don't do it in time, what will happen is that the glay will die. So usually once it gets far enough, we'll try and align everything like that. Then the glay gets back into the groove of things. Get back into full DPS mode. I'll usually take a moment to kill annoying minions, so I don't have problems, but yep, this is what you do. And thanks to mental focus, it's very easy to stack up, stack up, stack up. And you can dish out all the damage you need. There you go. Unfortunately, the problem, Ray Barino, is that most people don't know how to do the totems fast. They're quite slow on it. And I find that with Glade cover, it's good. 3 people doing the totems, good enough. I only help out when there's 1 totem left. But there you go. You plan to work on Kyle? Nice, because Kyle's getting buffed tomorrow. Or so they say. We'll see. Okay, there you go. Mission completed. Thank you for helping as well, Haza. It was a great time. You are now past Molten Fortress. But yeah, doing the totems fast is good, except that that requires a switched on team. Like if everybody knows what they're doing straight to totem, no problem. The problem is when they don't. Yeah, you're supposed to shoot the towers. You shoot the towers and you'll see an arrow on it. It'll align toward the right. That's all. Yeah. That stuff is all the ultimate bundles. I believe they said they're refreshing some of them, but we'll have to see what's actually inside the bundles. See all these? There are only 13 hours left. So I bet they're going to change some of this stuff, but we'll see what's worth it. Because I already have the skins and whatnot, so I'll wait and see whether it's worth it. No problem, life. Well, the stream is also ending now, so I hope that was helpful. The tower part, if there's another glay on maybe Saturday or whatever, or another time, because Haza does not like glay. So if I'm the glay, I can't do the towers. But if there's another glay, I can easily show you the towers, no problem. The towers, all you gotta do is you just gotta shoot the symbol. There'll be an arrow on it, you just shoot the symbol, it'll tick around. It ticks counterclockwise, so you just gotta align it to the right. That's it, very simple. You should 0 Boolean me, but make sure you register me as your content creator first, okay? If you haven't yet, here you go. Words are hard, lol. Be prepped, be prepped. Those of you who are glaze, you should know what to do. All you need is just 1 glade to stop the orbs. And then blast then everybody else can blast. Because if I get a chance to Hailey, I will destroy that Molten. I'll destroy him so hard. Good, 0 Boolean me. I like that. The more people that register, the better. Anyway, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna roll with my peeps. So I'll see y'all then. Thank y'all very much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Catch you later. Shot focus on gun Valby? Probably. If you're gonna use guns, then you're gonna need shot focus. Anyway, catch y'all in the morning. Y'all have a good one. See you later. Thank you for hanging out, guys.